Yeah. Y'all actually know what time it is already. You feel me?
Let's go.
Y'all know what time it is. We turning up. We starting on a heavy note. Yeah. Y'all don't want the problems, okay? Okay? The single most electrifying podcast on the whole internet.
Let's go.
You feel me, Elvie? You understand?
But do they? You already know, bro.
That's the question. That's
We
the
hype.
question.
Let's go.
Look. My question is, where we at? We up there. I keep telling y'all, we up there. Way up there. You understand what I'm saying? Tell me where we at, bro. Way up. We way up. You feel me? Yeah, you know the whole vibrations. You know what we on. Yeah. Y'all know the vibes, y'all. Look. This is the Untamed Hype podcast. Once again, before you, in front of you, and for your enjoyment. Okay? We was with you last week, the week before, and we gonna keep being with you. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Once you open your phone, you're gonna look at your phone and see a notification. Oh, new episode of Untamed Hype.
Oh yeah.
Because we gonna be right there.
We're gonna be right there.
We gonna be right there, bro. Just like the bro is saying, we gonna be right there in your pocket. We in your pocket right now. You don't even know it.
Right.
Like you should know it.
Right.
Go check and go on YouTube and put Untamed Hype. You understand what I'm saying? And then look up episode, and it's all gonna pop up, and it's all heat. It's all heat. You feel me? So, without further ado, I'm gonna introduce myself and the squad. All right. Look, you know what it is. It's your boy B Rich, aka the Black Yokai, aka the Daimyo of the West Coast, in the head of the Himchiha fam. You understand what I'm saying? The Himchiha clan. My bad. I'm trying that new one out. I'm trying that new one out today. The head of the Himchiha clan. You feel me?
Himchiha clan.
Himchiha clan.
Let's go. Okay.
That's us. We're him. That's him. He's him. That's him. Himothy. You feel me?
Himothy.
Him Tebow. You feel me? You understand? But who I got next to me? As always, I got the man, the myth, LV, the legend.
Let's go.
You feel me?
About to get it popping. You already know how we do it.
Yeah.
Untamed Hype. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Y'all
Yes,
in for
sir.
a good one, as you know how we do.
Hey, look.
We kick it to y'all the right way.
It's a fact. It's a fact. When you open the dictionary and you look up Untamed and Hype, it's just gonna come together and then it's gonna show our faces.
Fusion dance.
What I'm saying? Exactly. Hitting that fusion dance on them. But in the area, y'all know about the area. Y'all seen that area. In the guest area, who we got today? We got the light-skinned sun god, my boy, Kenny, dog. How you feeling, bro?
All good, brother.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
good.
Yeah. I'm excited. Look, let me explain something. As you know, me and LV go way back. But me, LV, and Kenny met around the same time. You understand what I'm saying? So we go way back. And where we from? Long Beach. You know the vibes. You understand what I'm saying?
That 562.
Exactly. So We gonna be in front of you for a while, so go get your snacks.
Your snacks.
Go get your drinks.
Your drinks.
And come check us out. You feel me?
Let's get it.
Without further ado, let's get this thing on started. How you feeling tonight, LV?
Man, I'm feeling good. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm solid as I can get, my brother.
Excited.
Hey, facts. Sun God, what's up, bro?
I'm good. You said snacks. I'm kind of hungry.
I feel you on that, dog. I feel you. It be like that because I'm a little famished too.
It's around that
you know
time.
What I'm saying? Yeah. Facts.
Late night.
I'm feeling like tacos after this or something, dog. Like El Sal's on the east side of Long Beach. I don't care where you from. It ain't hitting like El Sal's at 1 a.m. Like from 10 to 1, El Sal's like evolves into the super taco or some shit. Like it's just fire.
Tacos don't have a timeline. Like
That's the after club.
you can have a taco any time of the day.
Yeah.
You could wake up to a taco and be
Breakfast
happy.
taco.
That's a fact.
And I'm not talking about no tortilla with eggs and hash brown. I'm talking about a taco.
A carne asada breakfast taco, no hash browns, no eggs.
Bro.
It's just for breakfast.
That part.
Facts, bro. Facts. All right, y'all. So, let's get this thing started. As you know, Attack on Titan is coming back for one last episode, one last hurrah, and that's at the time of this recording. That's tomorrow, right? So we gonna get into that Attack on Titan. First of all, we talked about Attack on Titan last episode. We got into whether Eren was a villain or a protagonist or an antagonist, and your boy what's his name Rabbit got into it. I don't know how I say what's his name. I talk to him all the time. But Rabbit got into his whole degree bag and went in on us. You feel me? Yeah. But he put clarity to it. Definitely. But today we're going to be talking about the morality in Attack on Titan before the last piece of it comes out. Many of you manga readers, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to the anime watchers only. But shout out to y'all though. JW, I see you, bro. I know you out there. My boy Sun Guy, he is an avid manga, and we were talking earlier off camera, and he said the same word that you said when you was on the Mawa
webtoons, all that. They both the color and the art is. They have certain remakes too to certain mangas.
Oh, okay.
Like they have Mawa versions of manga series.
Okay.
And it's just the artwork is so much better. It's so much more detailed.
Right. So we're getting into that before the new episode the new ending drops. I keep calling it an episode, but it's really just a really long one episode, but it's really long, so it's like the last 3 put together. So is there a right or wrong? Sun God.
To Erens morality of what he doing?
I mean, the morality. Let's take Attack on Titan as a whole, and ask ourselves, with so much turmoil going on in that world, is there a right or wrong?
Oh yeah, of course. Morality, I mean, it's wrong, but I mean, being on the other end, I'm pretty sure I did the same thing. Whether it's wrong or not, it's still right. It's wrong and it's right. Because one, I think a good point to make is, granted, you are killing innocent people, but I mean, there's an episode where they're justifying what it is that they're doing to the aliens. And even like the kids are like, yeah, get them. Yeah. They're all brainwashed to that type of society.
Right.
So it's like, are they innocent in a sense? You know? I mean, you got to squash that out. I mean, you got so many other, let's say, movies or genres and stuff that they'll make you on the side of the antagonist, and then they do something stupid where it's like, oh, okay, I can't be on your side. But on Eren's end, he not doing nothing stupid. He doing something that he set out to do early on.
So would you if you were to say, like, and Elvie, you could chime in on this too, because I know you got on your soapbox last episode. What if you can say, would you say both sides are brainwashed though? Like
I
is there
wouldn't
such
say
thing
both.
as a brainwashing by fear? Because I know
Now
like
that's experience.
fear. Yeah, I
That's
feel you.
that's experience. You got the other side that's turning the Titans and sending them over there.
Yeah.
That's more of just like an evil action, and then getting upset when you notice that the rumbling is coming.
Yeah.
Like y'all been doing that for so many years, and then expect nothing to happen.
Right,
So
right.
it's just like you get in your get back. It sucks how you get in your get back.
Yeah.
But now I would see Eren as a complete bad guy if he was just like, okay, my friends are coming after me. Let me turn this rumbling over and get them first, and then get the other people. Nah, he left them fine. He let them be.
Right.
He went after the evil.
Right.
So, I mean, he fought evil with evil.
Yeah. LV, how you feel about it, bro?
I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Marleys, did they know about the rumbling? Did they know about the Titans in the wall? 'Cause it's been a while since I read the manga. Because if they knew about the rumbling, the possibility of it is like, that means, because we're doing morality, right? That will go and say, oh, what you about to say?
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, because if you remember, the king had told them, if you come over here and try to like attack us or something, I'm going to release the Titans within the walls
Yeah, I
and
remember that.
activate the
But
Titans.
remember, that was years in the past. Remember, generations coming, it's all like, was that information passed down that, look, if they got these Titans over here just in case?
Right, but like, whose fault would it be if they didn't pass that information?
Hey,
to
you
them?
know what? That would be theirs.
Right.
But the reason why I say that, because we're going into my morality of the day, and that goes into the information of what everybody knows. Because mind you, on their end, the Marleyans, they are devils, but from and mind you, this is the people that the citizens, they're going off of the history that was taught to them, which was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really get mad at them, but we can get mad at them because for them not investigating themselves. That's what we can. So it's so many ways of morality, but at the end of the day, it goes back to the Eldians are not in the wrong, because it's all like, we're trying to survive over here. At the end of the day,
Y'all still
thank
sending
you.
transformed drug dealers and stuff like that over here.
And on top of that, it just shows of why they're more in the right, because we're surviving over here while the world is thriving. We should be at it. We're way behind in technology. We're still using horses and carriages and stuff like that. And you guys have what they call flying machines.
Right,
That's
that's a
a
fact.
blimp, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, that's a blimp. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's just, at the end of the day, even if we go further back into the history of that, when the Eldians were over there before the king had to do what he had to do, they were the one that was building the world. They were the one building the roads and the structures and stuff. They were using the Titans to do that. The Eldians could have been tyrants long before, but they
Facts.
decided not to. So it's like, the morality at the end of the day, the Eldians were peaceful people regardless of their power.
Even the Eldians that are in Marley are like, they have to wear that badge on their
let it be
arm
known.
to let it be known. Exactly.
Even though they have a physical difference. I feel
exactly.
like they got like a bigger head and bigger eyes.
You know,
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
So, like, I feel like, man, that's, to me, that's a really hard like question, because like, if you go back and you look at the subjugation of the Eldian people in Marley, and you start to actually look into it, it's easy to say that Marley is 100% at fault. You know what I'm saying?
But we couldn't even say that though, because
Yeah.
You gotta go on accountability, man. You got
Yeah.
It's not like just 10 years or 20 years. It's been going on for
like 100 years, I believe.
for generations.
Right.
And you got, regardless if anything was passed down or not, you got that stigma of negativity for your kids and your kids' kids and those kids have been doing nothing but evil to them people.
Right.
But you know what even goes into that? Because it's all like, even with the world against the Eldians, remember the king. Remember what he did to what's her name? I can't see. It's been a while. The first Titan,
The founding Titan.
Yeah, remember what
Yeah.
he did? He had the daughters do to her, like
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? So it
Eat
was
her
like,
flesh and
bro,
all
that
that
was to
weird
them.
shit.
huh?
That was to them.
Yeah, but that sets something as far as in the people, because mind you, even the Eldians was around watching it. They was watching it about how he was treating her and stuff, and she was
Right,
a young
right.
kid, and it was just like, man, you remember when they chased her to the tree when she even got the Titan powers, and they were all in on it. They blamed her, talking about she took a pig or something.
That's true.
Little girl having to go, and she had to go through all that by herself, have kids for the king. The king, he was a bastard. You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact.
He was, man. The whole thing with Attack on Titan, how I feel like that's why it's so good, because they set up this debate that is never ending. How can we really end? Because it's all dependent on your preference, your perspective. Because
Yeah.
So you think Eren is somewhat in the wrong? I'm team Eren. Like if I had a Titan and I was in Marlin, or even if I was just around and I was conscious, I'm pretty sure I would have joined the Rumble.
Oh no!
I would've
I'm
joined.
an Eldian. I'm an Eldian.
Yeah, I would've
off
been
tops.
somebody's
Even
scout.
if I have a Titan, show me where I need to go.
Yeah,
You know
facts.
what I'm saying?
Who
Off
taking
tops.
applications?
But okay, let's talk about like the deception that Marley had to hit the Eldian people on the island with
Oh yeah.
when they sent the shifters to blend in.
I think they was worse.
Bro,
They were the worst.
Bertold, Annie, and
I think
Rainer.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I mean you basically had to have my back. You basically had to wake up and go to sleep lying to my face
Right.
with the intention to kill me and
Right.
the people that I grew up with. So I feel like in a sense they're worse.
Right.
Yeah, because they did grow up with them. That's a trip. But and they sent them over there, and what's his name? Zeke. Zeke, right? They were under his care. He sent them as kids to go
As
do
kids.
that. You
Like-
know what I'm saying? Like, of course they, that their minds. Who was it bothering more? It was bothering Rainer. Remember, he kept battling himself back and forth with Marco. He went
Oh,
to go
yeah.
back. He went back to kill a Titan.
Right,
He set
right.
Marco up, but he went back to kill a Titan. He was battling in his mind, and even coming up till now, Rainer, you could tell he's remorseful. Like he feel he hates. He can see he's not happy. Bro is just going through. He's been going through it since he got older, and
That's a sucky thing to deal with, because you know that if you do wrong, all your peace on that other side where you came from is gonna be taken from you, which kind of sucks. And I personally going over there and blending in and stuff like that, I personally probably just would have stayed, because if you go back, you still treated as a devil.
Right.
You might have
Right.
some
Understand
power,
that
you might
either.
have some freedom, yeah, but you still a devil in everybody's eyes.
you
At
see
least-
how powerful the manipulation is.
Exactly. At least over there, granted, you're a couple years behind in technology, but you with people that genuinely love you.
Yeah, that's a
So
fact.
I mean,
And with the extra power of the Titans, they would have been able to get rid of them and help overthrow. And to me, it seemed like Bertold was cool. He seemed like he was more leaning towards that. He just wanted to be there with Annie and Rainer.
Right.
More
Right.
so, you know what I'm saying? Annie, she was just like, this the mission, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
My question is, did nobody question where these kids came from?
That's what I was wondering too. It was
Yeah.
like, were they just orphans? Like they just magically appear? Like mind you, they were little. Eren and them wasn't even in the cadets yet.
Right.
So it was like, who was taking care of them?
Right.
but I mean,
Exactly.
they could have just said they had a settlement outside the city, and they just
That's true. It was settlements because remember, what's his name? Connie. His people was outside the city. Remember, his mom ended up turning to a Titan.
Yeah, but they weren't outside the city, as in beyond the walls.
they weren't.
No.
They met them inside the wall, but I'm saying like
Right.
they never. I don't think they explained they explained their trip there, but they didn't explain when they got inside.
Yeah, but like, we go back and we see Connie's mom as that the Titan right there, and stuff like that. But all of that, well, that actually, now that I think about it, the settlement outside the city or outside on a different set of wall, you know what I'm saying?
And mind you, the walls the distance between the barriers of the walls was actually huge parts of land, so it wasn't just like you come out and then it was the wall was, you could see the wall, like the wall was like a distance.
Right. That's true. But
They
like,
snuck in somehow.
yeah, I mean, I can't exactly remember. They show them how they snuck in, but like they don't show nobody questioning. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, but a lot of the people from over there, they didn't necessarily know about that other side past the ocean.
yeah,
A lot of people didn't know about that. So I
there
mean,
wasn't no reason to question. They was like, they've
It's
been
kids.
here.
It's
They've been here
kids.
somewhere. It wasn't no reason to question because they didn't even know it was life on the other far past the sea. Remember
Erens and them
that?
promise
Yeah.
was we got to cross the sea, or we got to get to the ocean. Basically, nobody knew about over there anyway.
Yeah, Marley and all that.
yeah,
Marley
that's
and all
true.
that.
Because like, since the walls are so far apart, you can live your whole life on a different side of the wall and not even know anybody that exists on the
Exactly.
interior. You know what I mean? That's true. I
They
mean,
still suck. Oh, right is right and wrong is wrong, man.
Oh, as far as that though,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm on Aaron's side. Like, it's like, well, he did not. I mean, when he went to go and when he first got there and he fought the Warhammer Titan, and you can see where the when he like changed, and you can see like debris on kids. You can see the debris that smashed that one kid's head and stuff. And I was just like,
when he came from under the stage,
yeah, and he transformed,
Bro,
and all
right
that
in-
debris
oh
hit all
my-
them people, bro. You could see all. It was a lot of kids that he got, and I felt bad. I had to, like Kenny said, to think about all them kids that's getting snatched up. He got to see his mom, bro.
Yep.
You'll never
Watch.
forget that watching the series, bro.
Yeah.
Watch that she got torn to pieces while she trying to tell him to run off or
Yeah.
whatever the case is.
You know what's crazy about that scene? That was his dad's first wife.
yeah, that ate his second
mom.
wife.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a
what?
wild.
What?
When they revealed that, I was sitting up there like,
Why y'all do that to us?
yo,
So why y'all do that to us?
how you get eaten by the X, bro?
It's like when she knew where she was going.
Yeah,
That junk was crazy.
because she had ignored a few people and then turned and seen her under the rubble, went and dug her out the rubble and just like snacked on her right there, bro. And then we get to see his Aaron's dad first wife get turned into a Titan and walk away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was cold.
Like-
Threw her down. Yeah.
Off
Man.
that cliff, yeah.
Yeah.
Them turning people into Titans is just wild in itself. You know what I mean?
And that was people who broke the law, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be like small crimes and they turned them.
You saw what they did to remember what they did? I ain't trying to get too much off a topic, but that those parts was just cold. What they did to Aaron's dad's, was it his sister or his brother?
Oh, his sister when they beat his sister to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro. I was
Bro,
like,
that was cold.
bro.
Marlians were cold, bro.
It
Word.
reminds you so much of, what does it remind you of, bro?
It stayed cold.
What does it remind you of, bro? We don't have to say it, but we
Yeah,
know.
yeah. It has shades of
Yeah.
what Childish Gambino said. You feel me?
That part.
Like it just like I always tell everybody, I don't care. I'm a Jaegerist, dog. Like
All day.
him going on over there and basically destroying his oppressors, bro, with no remorse.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all set this up for years.
Yeah,
Like y'all been terrorizing these people not for years, for like
It was
a couple generations
It was
almost.
over 100 years it was doing that.
But my thing with Aaron is, it's not that it's just his experience.
Right.
It's that he's lived all those experiences.
Right.
He's basically gone through all of that mistreatment, and it is all sucked into that one vessel, that
Right.
one Aaron. So it's not like his frustration just stems from his 16 or 17 years of life, or however old he is in the current. it doesn't just stem from that. It's generations of
Oh yeah, because
negativity
it
built.
passed with the Titan, with the Attack
Exactly.
Titan. That's the Attack
So
Titan's ability.
it makes sense on why his resolve is so strong. It's
Right,
not. It's
right.
not just 20, 30 years of frustration. It's generation after generation after generation of seeing it. So it's like you had all that time to correct yourself. You had all that time to take all that hatred away. I mean, it had to have been, out of all those generations, it had to have been at least one person that had sympathy for not just for them, but I mean just for mankind in general.
Right.
It could have been one person, but it wasn't not a single one.
Right,
So
right.
as far as him and the rumbling taking place, it was a necessity.
Yeah,
even
facts.
that, even when you go into just his timeline of what he had to go through. Think about when he went to plead with the royal family because he knew that they had the founding titan. Was all like, look, we need y'all for this, and you have the key. You have the key to stopping all of this. And it sucked what the king did. And that's why I call him a bastard. Because he set that up to where they wouldn't be able to use the power of the founding. That thing he said that anybody has royal blood, so it was a necessity that Eren take. It was like, I ain't your blood, homie. I need this right here. I need the key. Let's get it popping. And what his dad did, some people thought it was cold. What his dad did, and his dad went to go plead. Was like, look, we need this to happen. And he was like, no. And he was all like, all right, it's us or your daughter.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I
right.
did not feel bad. Remember, they was all, he tried to have his daughter attack his dad. And it was like, I'm trying to plead for our people, not just these are your people too. You're royalty. You supposed to be looking over us.
Yeah.
Y'all sitting over here in this crystal cave just chilling, and y'all have, mind you, they had the hardening ability. They was holding stuff.
Yep.
I was just like, what are y'all doing? Sitting on the island, we just chilling here. But remember, it was the king's resolve that did that.
Yeah.
He's the bastard. So I was so happy what Grishka did, and it was just like he did that worthy sacrifice for all of them, and it was just like. And Eren brought it home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm gonna do what I need to do. So it's how can you look bad at Eren? Regardless of what Eren does bad, it's 1,000,000 to 1.
Yeah.
You know what
facts.
I'm saying?
That's facts. And it ain't even close either. Like, it ain't like, oh, we matched your energy and it was just an atrocity, then an atrocity in a never ending cycle. It was like atrocity, please stop. Atrocity, please stop. Atrocity. Like, they didn't even know where the Titans were coming from
That
until
part.
way later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they find out.
Sucks because that whole time they thought the Titans were just appearing in the forest.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they had. They had all those. I had to say it over, but they thought that the Titans were coming from the forest,
Right.
and that's why they had all those scout missions going into the forest, killing all those Titans, which technically was for nothing. They were
Right.
sending all those people into death when in actuality they were coming from the ocean. And that sucks because I mean, had not been for Eren, in my opinion, I mean, nobody would have known.
Yeah. It has
Nobody
still
would
been
know.
going on.
Yeah.
You know? And then who knows the like how deep it would have went with the Titan shifters in the walls. Like, because when what's his name? Blonde hair dude. Armin was like, Annie is one of them.
Yeah.
And Annie had to transform right then and there. The jig was up. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine them getting all the way to where they needed to get and then completely decimating everyone.
That was the plan, because once they got, I forgot why they went there. It had something to do with the king. I think they were trying to off the king because they thought they was still the same person, and come to find out it had a decoy. Remember they had that decoy setups, that slow dude or something like that. But I believe after they got rid of, him, Bertold, that was Bertold's part when he was supposed to use Colossal and get rid of everybody. They was like, we just gonna get rid of the devils. But then so wait, I guess that was just gonna be the breeding ground and just send people, turn them into Titans and just send them over to the water.
Right.
It was just a cold, like, that was just gonna be a pit for disciplinians and stuff. Like, are you serious? Like, the whole thing was, again, it goes into how jacked up Marley is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we can still talk about all the bad Eren did, but it's just this junk pile of
Yeah.
You go Marley, and then again it goes into, mind you, Eren is not doing it with. I don't feel like, to me, I don't feel like he's doing this with any malice. It's just I want to protect my people,
Yeah, facts.
and that's why I respect it, because it's like
Even was it Marlene's? Another thing is, I hated the idea, or strongly disliked the idea of they would pick certain Eldians and they would become those Titans, right? I think it was after a couple of years, they have to pass it on to somebody, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's you giving that power to, in my opinion, kids in a sense.
Yeah.
Why not have them in the military for a certain amount of years? You know, at least be in your 50s, your 60s, have a freaking condition or something, and then get that power. At least you're guaranteed an extra 13 years. That would fit. At least they'd be getting some kind of love. You know what I mean? Some kind. But I mean, you know, you 18 and then you got 13 more years to live.
Right.
That ain't love, man.
Right. That's fact. And like, just given, and there's not one time that I can think of in Attack on Titan where no other, just kids got it.
Yeah.
That's just it, bro.
yeah,
Like that was just who got it, because when spoiler alert, y'all can mute this part of the video, but when I know this from the manga, when what's the kid name? Gabby's friend?
Falco.
Fuck Gabby. Period. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
yeah. I was mad at what she did.
I like forever and ever. I don't care what Gabby could turn into a Super Saiyan on that show, or turn in get the One Piece. I don't care. Gabby can die a good. And don't even make it. Don't even make it. This is a. I'm going off a topic, but don't even make it a fast death. Like, make it slow and just dragged out. Like, find a battery and then hook her up to it. Like, I don't care
Let her
that.
fall into a hole and starve.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then right before she starve, overstuff her and put her back in the hole. You understand what I'm saying?
And leave her stuck in the hole.
Like, I don't care. What she did to Sasha, bro. Like, and that's what makes Attack on Titan so good. They're not afraid to off characters.
Yeah, favorites, like, oh, they can go too.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like when the commander died, I was like,
Bro.
I did not expect him to go, and I didn't expect Hanji to go either.
Nah, I didn't either.
You know, but
was
she
definitely.
I definitely thought she was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Towards the end, that kind of shocked me too.
I mean,
Yeah.
she was for the most part, she was there towards the end, but it just, I wanted her to survive.
Yeah.
And she actually, the funny thing about it is she actually had a love for Titans.
Right.
But it's kind of a relief to know that Titans are actually human.
Right, right.
I mean,
That's
she's
true.
still weird, but
She couldn't have made it though, because if she would have survived, I think she probably would have taken Eren's side for her, especially with her love of Titans.
Yeah, that's true.
but she was around with the Jaegerists and she still didn't take Eren's side.
Oh shoot.
I mean, but
That's because about that time, like that Eren just went off the Richter and activated the rumbling. She didn't really have much of a choice. It was too many people injured. There was too much happening, and she was still.
she took on Erwin's role.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, she was heavily inspired at the end of her journey by him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so y'all watch. I know I'm gonna be watching it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be checking it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's on, man. It's the end of it. It took way too long. Like, why would you split? This is a whole conversation for another day. But why would you split that? Why would you split the last season up that much? Like, what is the point of that? Building that anticipation like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
Keeps it relevant.
right.
Keeps it relevant. Keeps it going for a minute, because after this is like, Attack on Titan is a story that is one of those stories it ends where it ends.
Right.
There can't be no add-on after it, you know, because that's just how it ends.
Right,
Like,
right.
I'm trying not to spoil it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to give no spoilers, but I can see why they did it, because I was saying the same thing, but mind you, I read the manga, so I know everything that's going to happen, and I can see why they did that. But it's good to know that they finally animated, because the anticipation was like heavy, you know?
Right, right.
Y'all think they're gonna change anything?
Great.
I heard what I heard
Yeah,
is that they are gonna change the ending.
yeah, I heard that because I don't like it. So
Yeah.
I'm cool with
wouldn't
that.
mind.
Yeah, I'm cool with
neither
that
would I.
because, man, if they do, I advise people to read the manga still, just so you can see what we're talking about after if they change it. But no, I say still read the ending of the manga regardless, even if you don't like to read. Mind you, I don't like to read either, but manga go hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say check that out.
I already told you. I'm easily about 3,000, 4,000 chapters monthly.
This man
Yeah.
reads.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
even if you do and you just watch the anime, if they do have any slight changes, I personally, if an anime is slightly different from the manga, I personally welcome it, because if you go into the manga, it's kind of like reading a new story.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
you can actually go through that. If everything is the same, I mean, if everything is the same, the only reason why I would read the manga is just because I can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, great. That was a great conversation, gentlemen. Great conversation. Yeah. Let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about the influence of anime on gaming. Like, just the influence on how. Okay, so I've been playing video games since I was 2 years old. I started on I hate to age myself like this, but I started on the original NES. You know what I'm saying? So,
Same here.
like,
I started on Sega. I went backwards after.
Oh no, yeah, I had Sega, and then I was playing Sega and NES around the same time, playing Mario.
okay.
Yeah, so
Sega Super NES. But I honestly I didn't find out about the regular NES until I think until like 64 came out. Once the 64 came and I heard about the NES, I was like, "You mean the Super NES?"
right,
And
right.
It was one of those things where, where an aunt pulls out a box from, the mystery closet.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, I gotta try this.
Yeah.
I think the first thing I tried was Kirby.
Oh, okay,
Kirby,
okay.
Kirby. Yeah.
That's classic. That's a classic.
come on.
But gaming has really changed since those days. Of course,
Agreed.
everything gets better. They move forward, but like now there's a certain point that they started making anime games available, that the same ones that were available in Japan, they made them available in the States. I remember when I was 14, I remember being at school, and I passed by this door and I seen them playing video games, and they were playing video games in the classroom at lunch, and I was like, I don't care what's going on in there. I want to be a part of it, because they was playing video games in school, right? Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's tight. So I went in, and it happened to be Anime Club. Now, at the time, I didn't know that what I was watching on Toonami was called anime. I didn't know that. But when I turned 14, they asked me, oh, you like Dragon Ball Z? Like Inuyasha? I was like, oh, I love all of that. It was like, well, you're an anime fan. And then my journey started. But like, they were playing a game. Crazy. Yeah.
Because that is true, because watching Dragon Ball Z, I didn't even know Sailor Moon counted as an anime.
I thought it was all cartoons.
Yeah, I thought those were all cartoons. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I just knew they looked different than
Regular.
what was on Cartoon Network.
When Johnny Bravo.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Right. It was
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly. It wasn't Nickelodeon. It didn't look anything like that. I just thought it was just. I used to call them weird looking cartoons.
Oh,
I used to call them weird looking cartoons until I found out it was anime. Now it was a distinction by name.
Yeah.
From anime to regular cartoons. But they were playing the first Clash of Ninja. Number one.
Ooh.
Oh,
Where
PS2?
They were playing on PS2. Yes.
Yeah, we used to
Yes.
play the crap out of
And
that. Oh, yeah.
like I guess they had imported the game because they had like they couldn't stop they couldn't like reset it to like eject the disc. They had a special tool that they had to use to like do something and then pull it out manually so it would play the Japanese game, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was gameplay for a minute, man. Gameplay was like the legend
Right.
for getting imported games.
Yeah.
It took a month or two, but it was worth the buy.
Right.
Yeah.
When you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out gameplay. Gameplay is still where
tough for that.
man.
was
Shout
tough
out to
for that.
y'all.
Yeah, for real.
It was a handful of Naruto games that just did not come out here.
Right.
A handful of them. Yeah.
Right. So they were playing the original Clash of Ninja, and that was my first introduction to an anime video game. But ever since then, we've gotten so many games. Modern times, if it's a big anime, you know it's getting a fighting game.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From I've spent countless hours on all the Budokais. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On even Dragon Ball Z on the Game Boy Advance. I remember I had that.
You talking about the Legacy of Goku?
Yes,
Oh
bro.
yeah, bro. That's still
That
classic.
game was so good.
Yeah.
Like I remember playing that and getting in trouble for playing it at school. You know what I'm saying? Like I was hooked, bro. But we're talking about like the in stuff that's not anime. Like not your run of the mill One Piece Pirate Warrior, Dragon Ball Z Fighters or anything like that. You know what I mean? We're talking about like stuff that's outside of the realm that's influenced by anime. One that me and Kenny was talking about earlier was
Nino Kuni.
Nino Kuni. Yeah. Nino Kuni has the artwork of Studio Ghibli. And like
too.
and it's a great story. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that wasn't meant to be an anime game. It's a RPG. Like it's a JRPG, but I don't feel like it was meant to be an anime game like at its core.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cuz the way it played like a almost a world builder. Like you were building Nino Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. You basically had to go to different parts and build up the settlements, and you know you would get into fights and stuff like that. But the artwork was amazing. I feel like that was anime influenced. Like all the Tales games too.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a given, bro. Oh yeah.
You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
a Dawn of a New Dawn of Song. I can't remember which one it was. Emil was the main character. That's still it hit the heart. That's still like one of the best ones.
Which one is it?
Dawn of a New World, I believe. It was right after Symphonia. It was on the Wii. It was on GameCube.
Oh yeah, you told me about that, and they didn't remake it or
They
anything.
never remade that one. It's stuck to the Wii, seems like, but that was one of the best ones. When I say the best ones, not only because they had like, I'm a fan of being able to fight monsters and add them to your team. I like that aspect, but it had some of the most intricate twists, and the story was just phenomenal. Every time you thought you was beating the game, it was just another part added on top of it. That's a game that I could beat and then wait a month and then do it again.
Right. See, I never played that Tales game. I got to the first Tales game I played was Tales of Vesperia.
Oh, that was a good one.
That one was a really good one. You know, and I played the newest Tales game. It's Tales of
Area, right?
Tales of Arise.
Tales of
Arise.
Arise.
There we
Yes,
go. Yeah.
yes, that was a great game.
That's a
I
good
didn't beat
stat.
it.
That's
I
one
didn't
of
beat it.
those games.
I waited. I think I had like 2 more trophies to get, and I just didn't beat it because I knew once I beat it, it was over.
Yeah, I
I
feel
do
you.
that with a lot of games, man. I don't
Yeah.
be wanting to finish them.
Right now I'm doing that with Zelda. Like
Which one?
Tears of the Kingdom. I don't want to beat the main story because I know me. I'm not going to once I beat the main story. It was the same with Breath of the Wild, like once I beat the main story, it was like, okay, I beat Ganondorf. I mean, I beat Ganon already, Calamity Ganon. Now I don't even want to go back and do the side quests. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't want to do the pictures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once you do all the pictures, you get like the true ending or something. But it was like, I already beat Ganon. I ain't going to do it again.
Right, right.
I did all that because Breath of the Wild was just one of those games where I was just dumping hours in.
Yeah, I feel you.
Different stuff. So I actually, I went back and did all the DLC and all that crap.
Right, right. I never played the DLC. I heard it was really good, though.
It is. It is.
I beat it.
Yeah.
And then I went to YouTube and I watched it. I didn't go back.
But what are some games that you guys think have a heavy anime influence that's not like meant to be an anime game?
I think Devil May Cry is kind of like that too.
Oh heck yeah!
Devil May Cry is very animated. The attack style, switching the weapons and stuff like that. Everybody and their mama could see that as an anime. The fact that they waited this long to turn it into an anime now,
right?
Kind of baffling.
No, they turned it into it had a anime in early 2000.
It did?
Yeah, it was like it's on YouTube. I believe it's on Netflix too. It's like it has like 10 episodes.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was pretty good too. It's in English.
He said, "I gotta write that down."
Yeah, it's been out for a cool minute. It was and it's good too.
Yeah, Devil May Cry. I agree 100% with that one because it does draw a lot from anime. Like, and I'm not saying it draws a lot from anime because it's a Japanese. It was made by, it's Capcom, right?
Yep.
Capcom makes Devil May Cry, yeah, because Dante was in Capcom. Okay,
Marvel vs.
Capcom, but like it just has that, like, especially with Virgil. Yeah, Virgil is just like he's an anime fighting game type of character.
Yeah.
Sasuke.
Like exactly.
Yeah.
Like he has just that flair. Like as soon as you see him, you like, yeah, I know where he draws inspiration from. You know what I mean? That's a really good one.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you, Elvie? What do you think?
Man, there's too many that came to my mind, but I'm gonna go with my favorite series. I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go with Final Fantasy.
Which one?
I mean, I think all of them. The ones that I've played, 'cause I haven't played one, and I haven't played 1, 2, or 3, but I've played all of them up until now. And the stories from what I've played, it's just, I mean, when we go into the combat, I mean, just the magic in itself is unique. When you think of anime, you think of unique abilities.
Right.
Fantasy.
Exactly. And as it comes up to that, like, I mean, if I can pick one, I would say definitely 13. And 13 is like not even one of my favorites. But the world and the story screams anime.
Yeah,
like the love story, the love romance side of anime, the action and how the world crumbling and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but Final Fantasy 13 2, I feel like that one was too, and that one was good. The story on that
Lightning
one was
Returns?
just, no, that was the third one.
Yeah.
The one where you play with her
Sarah.
sister.
You playing with Sarah. That one.
That's 13 too?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ones. Again, it's just one of my favorites when you get to fight some monsters and add them to your team.
Yeah.
That was my thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was
I
my
could do that one
thing.
on that one.
But
Yeah.
Lightning Returns, some people loved it. I couldn't stand it.
I like it.
I turned that.
I like
in.
it. I still got. I found the steel box with the cover and book off for 360, and I had got it. I was like, shoot, and then I got it on my Steam Deck too.
Nice,
so I like that game.
I couldn't do it. I think that one, it's my type of gaming because it's the same thing with Majora's Mask. I love Majora's Mask, but I don't know why, it's like the beginning part for me. I always struggle, no matter if I'm emulating it, no matter if I'm playing it on the earlier consoles. It's just getting to that beginning part. I always struggle on it.
Right.
I always got a YouTube reference or something. But
Yeah.
But the whole starting time back, that it always frustrates me.
Right.
Always getting a sense of redoing the same missions over.
Yeah, I mean, Majora's Mask is a beast all unto itself.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
man,
The Zoroa mask.
The which one?
The Zoroa mask.
Oh yeah.
I used to just like run around as that thing. I didn't really care about if I was swimming or not. I
Right.
just like doing a little. It was a little boomerang thing.
Yeah, the boomerang thing
I
with
was
the
cool with
arms.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was hard, bro. And I feel like all the mask abilities are like an anime ability too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like think about it. Put on a mask, transform into something.
That's true.
That's a transformation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, all of Zelda in the sense, if you, even the Ocarina of Time, all those power up, the power gauntlet.
Yeah.
That's something you see in an anime. You know what I mean?
He get those magic abilities too, like the fire. I forgot. It was under the three goddesses that's over the Triforce.
Oh, Nairu's love,
Yeah.
Din's fire, and
Now his love was the shield, right?
yeah. Like, and then he would do like an anime. Oh, he would do like an anime movie. He would be like,
Dude, the green one, to
And
set
then he
that
would-
point to get out the dungeon.
Right,
yeah,
right.
That part I used to love doing
Yeah.
that.
that's facts.
I do like how how Ocarina of Time orchestrated the rest of the games. Like when you go to that, was it the Dooku tree, and he gives the explanation on all the wars and stuff like that, and it
Right.
basically explains the recent games. I love that.
Yes, the Dooku tree pretty much is living through all of everything that's going on.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. And if you think about it, it's said that on the Zelda timeline, where the rest of the timeline is, it splits into two. To if you defeat if you end up defeating Ganon, which if you pass the game, of course you defeat him. He goes into Majora Masks, and I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, that ends that timeline in Majora's Mask. But if you don't defeat him, you go into another hero, which goes into Twilight Princess, because you stay an adult. You don't put the sword back in the you don't.
That's the story.
Yeah, back and travel back in time. So it's a whole crazy time.
So that's how Twilight Princess come from, where he doesn't put the sword back.
Yeah. Wait.
Whoa.
Let me make
Okay.
let me make sure.
Because that makes sense of why he was old, why he was still like in his teens at that
Right.
time. So Twilight Princess Link is the same Link from Ocarina of Time?
I believe so. He don't.
Dang, if that's the case, that's deep.
It make you think, man. Like without anime, a lot of these games either wouldn't be around, or would be much duller.
Yeah, that's a
Much
fact.
duller.
That's a whole fact.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have
Anime
anime.
stories are something crazy. That's why I don't mind going back to like older anime, because those be like
Yeah.
blow your mind. I just be like, go back to your roots, man. Shoot.
So go back to your roots.
Yeah, for some of these anime stories, like you said, dull. It's like these stories gotta be people putting out these stories that really captivate people's minds.
Right.
Yeah. Cause it be some animes, man, where I can't get through the first episode. It be some mangas where I give it 30, not even 30, sometimes 20. I give it 20 chapters, and if it hasn't caught me by then, the comments got to be amazing for me to continue. It's like, if you ain't caught my attention by then, same thing with animes. Animes and movies, or not movies, shows. If you haven't caught me by the third episode, I doubt you're gonna catch me by the second. I doubt it. I doubt
Facts.
it.
So, I was wrong. The hero when at Ocarina of Time, it splits. The splitting was right. It splits into if the hero is successful, he goes to Majora's Mask, and if he's successful there, it turns into Twilight Princess.
So that Link is still the same Link from Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the same exact link.
Okay.
So, and also the another link, this timeline descends into Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom also.
What? The Twilight Princess?
Yes.
So that's the same Link from Ocarina
The same
of Time?
link, yeah.
Well, yeah, I remember Breath of the Wild. He was in a coma in that machine.
Right.
Yeah,
That kept
he
him
was.
alive for a long time.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
What? That's
Well, no,
deep.
that's what was that? Dynasty Warriors type. That was the prequel of Breath of the Wild, wasn't it?
Oh, the
Hyrule Warrior.
Yeah, right.
That was the prequel of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
So
because
is
that
this
was
Breath of the. So is that Hyrule Warriors? Then it's Tears of the Kingdom.
no Breath of the Wild. It's Hyrule Warrior, then Breath of the Wild. And,
Oh, it's the prequel to Twilight Princess.
Hyrule Warriors is Hyrule. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Hyrule Warrior is the prequel to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Oh.
Breath of the Wild. They talk about how all those what do you call those people? Little ghostly people, whatever.
Oh yeah, Pose.
Pose,
Yeah, they're all talking about that previous war, and in Hyrule Warrior, they're in the middle of that war.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because the first game of the whole thing is Skyward Sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, but then it goes into the older ones like Link's Awakening, Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons and Ages.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought that was like a totally separate story until I learned about the timeline. I was like, that's crazy.
So what comes after Skyward Sword?
Skyward Sword, the Minish Cap. The Minish Cap, Four Swords, and then the Ocarina of Time. So it's a new link in between Four Swords and Ocarina of Time. Like the Hero of Time is done at that point. And then it goes Ocarina of Time, and that's when it splits, which is crazy.
That is
Like,
crazy.
man.
But to see that the Ocarina of Time link to survive so long, beast.
Facts.
Yeah, that is crazy to look into about how all these games have some kind of attachment to anime in a sense. Now, it's not necessarily like driven to where it's like super on there, but you can see the traces of it.
Yeah, facts.
Even like the whole connected storylines and stuff like that. Like, how many games is really connected like that? It's not that many, and the ones that are greats now.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's crazy.
But yeah, those are great takes, gentlemen. As always, we always got the good takes over
Let's
here.
go.
You feel me?
Told you it was going in.
Exactly. Last segment of the episode, y'all. I'm gonna call this segment matchups that aren't Goku versus Superman, because I've seen so many like Discord servers and so many places that's like, don't start up the Goku versus Superman. It's old.
Yeah.
It's played out.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Not anymore.
We don't care anymore.
It's
Like, forget it. Like, that's a question that will never be solved.
Nah.
Like, even though Rooster Teeth did the Goku versus Superman, I don't care about that no more. Like, whatever. Because that's subjective. Like, you could go on and on and on. So
both sides. One guy is overly powered. There's a certain version of Superman that's overpowered. There's a certain transformation of Goku that's super overpowered.
Yeah.
Right.
It go back and forth. It get dry.
yeah, it gets dry quick too.
Especially when you have timelines involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, different times and universes and stuff. It's all like, come on, man. Let's not do that.
Right. Exactly.
There's so many versions of Superman.
For real, man. Like, okay, so we gonna have the sun god Kenny hit us with what's a good matchup that's not Goku versus Superman, and the run of the mills one. Give us a good one, bro.
I'm still gonna go with Escanor and Natsu, man.
Escanor versus
Escanor and
Natsu.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly believe if Escanor was to just go in just with hands and no abilities or whatever, yeah, Escanor wiped the floor with Natsu. Natsu is strong. I'm not gonna knock him.
That's a fact.
But Escanor is prideful. He gonna shoot fire at Natsu until he full.
Yeah.
I mean, what does that turn Natsu into?
Turns him into a dragon, right?
I mean, it's a possibility, but I mean, it's just he can just continue to evolve. It's just gonna be power up after power up after power up.
Yeah.
But I mean, many would say Escanor would win.
I mean, look at him though. Like,
Yeah.
bro can conjure a sun.
Yeah, but look how many of the people that Natsu faced. Almost all of Natsu's opponents were stronger than him at the start of the fight.
Yeah.
Almost all his protagonists that he's gone up against were stronger at the beginning.
Right.
Majority, I'm not even gonna say almost, a majority of his fights were all stronger than him.
But do they grow stronger though? That's my question. Like, do they grow stronger as the battle goes along? As we know, Escanor does. As the battle goes along, he can grow stronger and stronger and stronger.
Well, that's his pride, I believe.
Right.
If he believes he's stronger than you, then in his mind, he is stronger than you.
Right.
So it's just, shoot, it can go back and forth. I mean,
That's why I think that'll be a stalemate with
Yeah.
that, because it would be a back and forth. Because, mind you, Natsu is prideful too. Even though that's not his power, he don't give up.
Yeah.
It would have to be to where somebody takes somebody's head off. Like, it would have to be like, that's it.
somebody
Nobody
would have to
can-
die.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's
would
one of
have
those
to die.
matchups.
In order for that fight to finish,
Yeah.
somebody would have to die.
Right. Right.
So it's like a either or.
And we already seen how Archnalugia was. He was originally a dragon slayer too, if I'm not mistaken. And he turned into a dragon. I mean, he could change back and forth from what I've seen in the anime or in the manga. But I mean, Natsu can end up going right along those lines. I mean, you just giving him power up boosts,
yeah.
you know? So,
It's,
I mean,
but it's that like when you think about it, it's like the sun's fire is not like a fire that a dragon breathes ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at like every dragon in fantasy, in like the stuff that we like to watch and stuff like that, maybe not in like old school fantasy where it's like the dragon was like, oh, he was a world killer. I'm not talking about like medieval tale dragons. I mean like anime type dragons. You know what I'm saying? Are any of them like have the capability to swallow a sun?
well, how they made Igneel, because he was the king of the dragons. He was the king. How they made it seem was when the dragons were around, there was nothing on the planet that could touch them. There was no wizard. There was no magic. They were the epitome of magic. They were the limits of fire. They were the limits of magic or metal or whatever the case was. So, I mean, it all ends up into interpretation. 'Cause I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking that too. Like when you said that perfectly, because I was thinking of as far as not to like engulfing, like devouring the sun. I remember when Escanor was just holding it, and I don't even think it was like a full powered one. He was just holding it like on his fingertip, and everybody that was like just around, their armor and stuff started melting off and stuff like
Right.
that. So it's all like, would he be able to devour it faster than the sun actually melts him?
honestly, if Escanor was just being a jerk, I mean, he let him partially try and absorb it and then just beat him to death.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of ways for Escanor to wipe the floor or not to.
Yeah.
But due to his pride,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he'd sit there and wait. He'd probably even coach him on how to absorb it right.
Right,
Right,
So, like,
right.
I'm gonna calm down on it scorching you, but I want you to eat this.
Let me send you a
want you to
smaller
be-
one.
Right. So you can be at your maximum power.
Right.
Then the fight is gonna start.
Remember, he used to talk mess too, so I could see him saying something like, "No, I'll get you this little pebble of my power. You can't handle the maximum." You know, Escanor, he was super. Like, man,
that's a
here,
fact.
I'll give you a little bit.
Right.
Man.
All right, can you handle that? Like, you know how he is.
Yeah.
Man. it just-
That's a good matchup, though.
right. That's a solid matchup to even think about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I say like matchups that people will not think about are always the best matchups because of course you're gonna think about the main protagonists matching up Naruto versus Luffy, you know, any of the big three versus any of the big three, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when you go on like smaller smaller animes that's not like part of the big three, of course, like that's where you get into the details and the meat of it. You feel me?
It also makes you want to look up more of that anime or more
Right.
of those powers.
Right.
It actually gets you more into the show. But I think matchups are better brought up when you aren't necessarily like a hyper fan of both series.
Right. That's a
Because
fact.
it sucks when you meet that topic with somebody that's just ultimately biased. You can get fact after fact after fact, and they'll be like, "But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you can't have no conversation. The conversation ends there because it's all like we have our anime and stuff that we like, but it's like let's keep it real according to the details that's given to us from the creator.
Right.
Let's not try to twist stuff like but this guy according to the writer and their writer, we're putting this together, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I can accept somebody saying that Escanor could wipe Natsu, even though personally I like Natsu better because I like his character, I like his development, I like that he don't give up. I like Escanor too, but if I'm putting them together, I kind of like Natsu better. But going off of facts, I could accept somebody saying Escanor could beat Natsu. I can accept that.
But that's 50-50 too. And even though remember the difference with them also is that Escanor he can only really tap into that power at a certain time of the day.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Versus Natsu, he's always powered up and always training and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So
The sucky part is if Natsu was really like that crappy of a dude, all he'd have to do is survive until like the evening. That's it. Just run, absorb as much as you could, and just wait till the evening time.
bruh,
Yeah.
done deal, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a solid matchup.
That is.
Good shit, Sun God. You out here, man.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah, I was super hyped.
Yeah, man. But it's been real, y'all. We've had a good time with all our topics and stuff like that. In the comments below, leave if you thought Marley is right or the Eldians are right. Y'all let me know.
Y'all better say the Eldians is right. Y'all better not play.
There's no wrong answers.
I got the ODM gear in the back right now. I know where you live.
He said he got the ODM gear, dog. It's over. When you hear it's over. Oh, it's over.
Shoot.
And also leave matchups that aren't Goku versus Superman and any of the run of the mill stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Leave some good ones, man.
Leave some good ones.
You just never know. We could be talking about
exactly. Your idea could show up on this podcast. So leave it in the comment section below and let us know. Also, games that are influenced. All the topics. If y'all got good answers to any of our topics, leave them in the comments. Yours might make it anywhere up here. You know what I'm saying? And we might pop it up. You know, show a screenshot of yours, shout you out. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But it's been real, y'all. Like I said, it's your boy Yokai, and I've left the chat.
LV the legend.
Nice getting some good, brother.
Yeah, and we out.